All right. So I did write a recap. I thought it would be a small one, but it turns out it's not that small.
It never
Uh,
is small.
yeah, they're
Never
not.
is.
It,
Start small, and then you're like, oh no, and this, and oh, okay. Well, it's 3 pages now. Uh, I will read it unless someone insists on getting inspiration. But since I wrote it, I will read it. Our adventure begins as the group takes a nap and discusses what to do with the dragon Ixcharatar in the basement of the brigand's tollway. Agdan tries to escape a few times and gets knocked out. Kriv lays his maul on top of him. Valgrim repairs Kriv's shackles to have a more secure way of restraining Agdan. Valgrim investigates Agdan's watch and finds remnants of magical properties in it, but it has been broken into 3 pieces. Valgrim feels that repairing it might restore its magical properties. The group loots the bedroom for a few shiny items and healing potions. Kriv says that the dragon could know where his sister is and insists on getting information from her. Ember strikes up a conversation with Demelin and learns that her butterflies are quite rare and can protect her. Demelin teaches her a command word to activate their powers. Demelin takes the time to explain why she is here. To protect the tree on which Agdon was pinned by Zybilna. Zybilna got angry with him and, as punishment, cursed him to never be able to remove the scarf, pinning it to a sapling with a magical nail, and magically making the sapling grow into an enormous tree that reached the clouds. She doesn't know what Agdon did to warrant such punishment, but she was to keep watch over the tree. With her mission a failure, she hopes to return Zybilna to report what has happened to the tree. She also urges the party not to engage with the dragon downstairs. What does the party do? Well, they head downstairs. So the party heads downstairs to talk with Ixjata. She says that she saw a dragonborn resembling Kriv in Thither. She saved her when she was just a baby dragon, captured by poachers. Ixjata didn't have the opportunity to thank Dragonborn properly, and now, seeing as they are siblings, she rewards Kriv in her stead. Kriv is given a black opal bracelet that magically fits the wrist of the creature wearing it. The bracelet is carved to give the impression of being made of black dragon scales. As the mountain of coins move, Cypher spots a book that feels familiar. A book with the sigil of the Traveler on it. Now that tanks are over and done with, Jarta seeks the group's help. She wants both the Iron Guns and the Billywugs to worship her. To do so, she needs Bavlorna's out of the way. If the group agrees to help, they can expect the loot found in her current lair. The party says that they will consider the offer and get back to her shortly. Accompanied by Demelin the Dryad and bringing Agadon with them, chained up, they leave the brigand stowaway, heading to Downfall, but not before checking out the well closest to the tollway. As they approach the well, the sound of gushing water fills the air. Ahead, an ancient stone well stands, its craftsmanship hinting at a bygone era. From its depths, a powerful geyser erupts, shooting clear water high into the sky before it cascades down like a liquid veil. Floating at the geyser's peak, they notice glimmers of objects caught in the spray's dance. Cypher sends Leo to see what the objects are and steals one. As soon as Leo takes possession of one, a will-o-wisp appears and demands the object back and tries to shock Leo, but he dodges out of the way. And combat started. Leo brings the trinket closer to the party, but is shocked by one of the wisps and disappears. The trinket and a potion of healing that was strapped to him falls to the ground. The potion of healing spills over. Ember takes possession of the trinket, and that wild shapes into a tiger. She quickly becomes the main target of the wisps as they continue demanding the object be returned. The party quickly realizes that these little wisps are very hard to hit and can pack a punch. Maybe they shouldn't be taking without asking first. Uh, Lotte falls during combat, but seconds later she rises again, fresh and able, and starts targeting the trinkets to destroy them. After the combat, the party uses Purification Vial they acquired at the Slanty Tower and purifies the well. As soon as this happens, the water stops gushing out, and the water around this well in a 300 feet diameter circle turns serene, see-through, and clear. They discover a ladder leading down inside the well. Kriv investigates with a party not far behind him and discovers that the tunnel leads back to the brigands' tollway. Realizing they left the raft behind, they return to the well through the tunnel, wasting precious hours. By the way, this trip through the tunnel took 1 hour to go and 1 hour to come back. I sped through it, but you get the point. And this is where we left our adventures. Combat spent next to the well. Having been up for about 8 hours now, they do not feel tired, but definitely spent. Where will they go next? And that is my question to you all. What are you doing?
Let's see.
We were originally heading to Downfall, correct?
I come
believe
ping
so,
one
yes.
on yours.
Yeah, we can ping again.
We can ping.
Yes, I did not update.
I miss ping.
So yes,
I-
that's exactly where you are right now.
I mean, we've absolutely accomplished what we set out to do here. We should continue on our way. What was her name again? Xylophone? Something.
Lorna?
Sibylla, sorry. I'm sure eventually she's going to do something about us traipsing around messing with her plans. We shouldn't be caught dilly-dallying about. What do you think?
To Downfall we go then.
And hopefully it won't be ours.
All right, Downfall then. Unless someone else has other ideas. You embark on your boats, your skiffs that you had left at the well, and start heading northwest towards Downfall, where the map that Cypher has points. Who is leading the way? Who is rowing?
Usually it's Kriv.
Yeah, he's not. Well, okay. And who is rowing?
I think Kriv should be rowing the boat.
All right. Kriv rows the boat in the general direction of Downfall. And as you approach, it takes several hours in the water. There's less and less landmass, more and more water. And the fog gets thicker and thicker. You can barely see 50 feet around you. As you get closer and closer, your vision gets to about 20 feet around you. Let me change that. Quick music change.
That constitute a short rest, potentially.
Boat.
I mean, you're in a boat, so Kriv, no. Absolutely not.
Boat.
But yes, you could also take a short rest while you travel, other than Kriv, unfortunately, as he takes one for the team and rows you there.
That feels a little cheap since he's not here, but fine.
I know he would have rowed anyways.
We would have insisted.
He would have rode anyways. Good old Kriv. Don't need any hit dice.
I just want to be able to turn into other animals.
We are still level 3, right?
Yes, you are level 3.
Just make sure.
Ember just like very much wants the Herringun to feel comfortable and just keeps like decorating his spot with flowers and like giving him food and stuff. It's just like, okay, just like, you know, we're not holding you hostage. We're just, you know, you just
Holding
can't.
you hostage.
What are you gonna do with me once we get to Downfall? I don't really want to see Pavlorna.
Is that where she is?
Yes, that's where she lives.
Lottie, Did-
Yeah.
did your mysterious benefactor potentially tell you that, uh, the very powerful person was at the place that they wanted you to go?
Not that I recall, but it is of no consequence, so as
Oh.
long as we keep our wits about us, we will be fine. We faced off greater dangers.
As you approach Downfall, the map will change. You find yourself in your boat. Thick fog hangs heavy in the air, obscuring the area around you so that the world appears to have shrunk to only 20 feet in all directions. Before you, the waterway widens and the current slows, giving the impression that you have entered a lake. Croaking voices penetrate the fog, through which dark shapes appear, resolving into two rowboats. Manning the oars of each rowboat are two bullywugs. And they wave at you. Oh, hello there!
Greetings, friends.
Welcome, welcome, travelers. Welcome to Downfall. You can dock your boat right over there next to at the dock.
Dock the boat at the dock. Thank you, sir.
You should really go see our king. He loves to meet new travelers.
I love
Who
meeting
does
you.
he?
King Gulop.
Oh, I didn't even have to ask. King Kulot, is it?
Gulop.
I feel like we're saying the same thing.
If you say so.
And how long has this one been king? Assuming this is the Soggy Court, of course.
You've heard of this place? Yes, this is the Soggy.
And I heard that ruling here is an unstable pastime.
You've heard well. Well, but King Gulop has been ruler for, and he kind of counts his fingers. A few weeks, at least. He's very good to us.
A few weeks is abnormally long from what I've heard. Sounds like his clock is almost up.
Oh, you're not coming here to arm him, are you?
Nothing of the
Oh,
sort.
no. He means his wait to meet this fascinating group is finally at an end. That's what she meant.
Can you roll persuasion with an advantage, please?
Of course. But when it comes to rolling, it's still me. I will. Guiding is a little obvious. I won't do that. Come on.
Hey.
Okay.
He seems to believe you. Says, well, I'm sure he's going to be delighted to meet you. You just have to head to the small dock, make your way across the stepping stones, through the balloon factory, across a bridge of chattering heads, and then a gazebo.
Did you say balloon factory?
Yes, balloon factory.
Fascinating.
You see, not far from where you are, actually a broken down balloon a bit further in the trail.
Broken down, like crash landed, or just it's deflated and.
It's deflated and it's being repaired. Not crash landed. So yeah, head to the gazebo, and this is where the king can meet you. He usually takes naps there and eats
What?
flies.
You seem extremely insistent that we see the king. Is
Well,
there some urgency?
there's no urgency, but he insists on meeting every traveler that comes through here.
Well, I would hate to put myself between a king and his insistence. So let's go. Shall we,
You
everyone? Complaints? Issues?
Sounds good to
I don't
me.
want to. I don't want to speak for.
Mhm.
Never met a king
But-
before.
King's never met me either.
as you walk on the little planks that keep your feet relatively dry, looming above a ramshackle wooden pier is a balloon. I'm not saying balloon properly. Balloon anchored by 4 thick ropes tied around wooden posts, driven deep into the mire. The balloon's bladder expands and sags at irregular intervals as swamp gas fills it briefly before leaking out through various tears in its patchwork fabric. There is a bullywug standing near the top of a ladder and using a long silvery needle and a spool of catgut to sew up one of the openings. There's a second bullywug standing at the foot of the ladder to steady it. Huddled nearby are 3 giant frogs whose long tongues snap up passing insects. They're not far from you. They're about 10 to 15 feet to your right as you are walking on the path. And I will show you the balloon, what it looks like. I'm trying something else. I'm going to put it in the chat.
Show me the balloon.
And you can click on it to see it.
If we have to get a balloon, let's make sure it's not a broken one.
That's an easy fix.
How much
So-
balloon maintenance have you under? Actually, I trust you. Never mind.
Valgrim is quite a wizard at machinery. I would take his word.
I just kind of tap my armor that I'm riding on right now.
She's like, oh, right, yes, your metal friend. I
Tell us,
understand.
Valgrim. Could you reproduce such a contraption if need be?
If I could get the
Given the proper
blueprints.
materials. Oh. Well, let's make that a priority, shall we? Or would you be able to sketch the object yourself?
DM.
So-
Would I be able to inspect the balloon and actually be able to recreate it?
You can certainly try.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Roll some dice, homie.
right now, there's 3 giant frogs kind of blocking your way. And you approach it.
Right now we're going to meet the king. I'm just for future reference here.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly something you can try for in the future and see what happens.
Okay.
I won't give you an answer right now.
Okay. As long as it's possible, that's all that matters.
The bullywugs stare you down as you are walking towards the stepping stones. And actually, I have another map for this.
2 maps already.
Oh, I have a lot of maps. Doesn't mean there's combat on it, but I have a lot. I have lots of maps. Taking a page from Kent's book.
Sorry.
Oh, I love it though.
I learned that I was like, oh, whenever there's not a map, they know my players know they're safe, and I can never.
I'm not gonna put the Melon or Agdon on the map just because it's more work. But if they need to be there, I will add them. Just know that they are with you. And the map should be, you should be able to see the map now.
Yep.
In front of you, you see a row of boulders spaced 2 feet apart. They breach the surface of the lake to form a walking path across a 40-foot wide waterway. The water seems to be about 4 feet deep, but you can't really see the bottom through the murk.
Okay, do we see any sign of this king?
No, you see about 20 feet in every direction because of the thick fog.
Okay.
Right now on the
Nice.
map, you see everything, but yeah.
Oh wow. We
Around
can't.
a big
We don't know.
nuisance.
We're in basically a shell of blindness.
Oh, you can't see?
No, if it was only 20
Oh, yeah.
feet, we wouldn't even be able to see the water
That's true.
from
Let me
my
move them.
vantage.
You.
Okay.
Are any bullywugs near us? I assume that's what these things are.
You see a few bullywugs in the water on rafts. Shadows of them, at least. You can hear paddles in the water to your right.
Might as well keep going. There's nothing
Can I
here.
drop Leo? I can't drop
Yeah,
Leo.
Leo's is not there.
Okay, I tried to drop him, it won't let me. I just wanted to see.
I see him. We're able
Yeah,
to see
he's...
Oh shit.
you, but he's not
Yeah.
there anymore.
Okay, fine.
Poof.
That's good to know. I can help you. Actually, I'll contact Leo. Where are you, friend? Are you close?
Well, he was hit and disappeared. You're gonna have to resummon him.
Shit, that's right. You're correct.
So no, there's no answer when you're trying to contact him.
Okay.
Welcome to Wizard's Life.
I'm not a wizard. Alright. Well, let's either stand here and wonder what's on the other side, or let's go. So let's go. I'll start across.
Sorry.
Are
Is
we
it pretty easy going?
Yeah, it's not too hard. However, as you step on the middle stone, you feel it moving a little bit. And
Oh.
it's actually not a rock. It's a Galebdur. And he kind of, hey, get off my face. That's not very nice.
I cast guidance on myself immediately. And then jump off to the next rock. In case that needs a check.
He kind of, it does not. He kind of
Okay.
looks at you with frowny eyes and, but that's not, why did you step on my face? You should apologize for that.
Now, just a minute, sir. You have not in any way proved that I knew that said obstruction was your face. Therefore, you cannot say that I stepped upon your face. You must say that I unintentionally stepped.
Well, I don't mind if you can use big words if you want, but I still want an apology.
Which one, on your or face, was too big?
Unintentionally.
You're right, friend. I stand corrected. My name is Prometheus Cypher, and I offer my fondest apology. Fondest?
Thank you.
Sincerest.
Now, am I gonna get stepped on again? Kind of looks
Very
back.
likely.
It'd be nice if people asked first.
The very next thing. Could the very dainty Ember traipse upon your brow for a moment?
I'll be gentle, I promise.
And he
Yeah.
kind of lowers his head a little bit in the water. Okay. You can
Thank
go.
you. She'll just very carefully jump on top of it. Jump.
Now, we do have a friend we call, what do we call the Steel Defender again?
I don't think he has a name.
I had literally just thought of one earlier and now I forgot it.
I want it.
Fuck.
The
It was
big
from a
bad-
book series.
Friend, does it hurt you when someone steps on your head?
I'm very tough. I just don't like being disturbed when I'm sleeping.
Ah, Perhaps a sign next time would aid you in your endeavor.
I put
gonna
them
call
up,
it
but the
Astaroth.
merfolk keep bringing them down.
It's a scandal.
I agree.
Well then. Shall we, everyone? Please be polite to our new friend as you cross. Maybe we could think of a way to put up a more durable sign for you.
I would love that. You could write, Geord is sleeping here. Please be kind.
Geord.
That is a lovely name.
Geord
Thank
is-
you. What is yours? Looking
I'm
at you,
Ember.
Ember.
Pleasure to meet you.
Who else crosses?
I was gonna cross. Also, I remember the name. I was gonna call it Astaroth.
Astaroth?
Oh,
Oh,
I'll put it in
Astaroth.
chat.
Just want to make sure I have the correct spelling. Astaroth.
I also wanted to
Amazing.
make sure to check. It's from a book series. It's not my own thing.
It's yours
cares?
now.
It's good.
Steal everything you want.
Exactly.
Every DM does it.
Yeah, it's from the Tapestry book series by Henry Neff.
How heavy is your metal friend there?
He's honestly, I don't think he'd be very heavy.
He kind of just expects it and braces for impact as you cross over.
Boop.
That wasn't too bad. I'm pretty tough.
You are indeed, my friend.
Lotte will cross with literally no care for this poor creature and just jump down as hard as I can before passing.
You stomp on him?
Yes. No, it is fully intentional, but
As you stomp on him, you kind of see him cast a spell quickly under the water. And the rock that you were going to step on moves 15 feet to the left. Like, hey, be gentle, please. I won't let you cross. You're not gentle.
it was an accident.
You sure about that?
Are you doubting me?
Kinda am, yes.
So we've just met and you're already accusing me of lying.
I mean,
We just met. Already are.
your feet were heavier than this big metal guy, and you're half his size.
It was an accident. I had to jump. That robot is much better at jumping than I am. I'm sorry if I landed a little rough.
Can you roll persuasion, please?
Yes, I can.
Oh,
15.
thank you. Okay, he believes you and moves the boulder back. Ember, what did you want to do with mold earth?
I was thinking about just making another rock, but then I clicked it later than I meant. I clicked
Okay.
it.
I would have
that's
let it too. Okay. He lets you pass, Lotte. And Kriv actually jumps over the rock with not too much trouble and crosses. Cal is doing it very gently, not disturbing the Garabdur, and manages to cross fine as well. Well, say hi before you leave, please. Hey, Tim.
Hey, that's great.
I'm there.
Stepping on rock, people.
Yeah, you just passed
Lottie is
my rock puzzle.
slamming. on rock people.
Thank you, Gio.
You're welcome, Ember. And I will put you back on the other map. Happy you could join us, Tim.
Yep, sorry. Literally just woke up from a nap.
Nap time's important. I need some right now.
Does someone want to explain to Tim real quick what is going on and where you are?
Yes. So after doing what we did last session, we got in our little boats. We traveled down the river. We're heading to Downfall. We came across kind of this bullywugs also in boats, and they were mentioning a king. So now we are currently going to meet the king of the Soggy Court, which is a name I cannot remember because it was completely nonsensical. And we just jumped across some rocks as we are heading towards the king.
Okay. Are we going to slay the king?
No, we are not.
We're not going to commit regicide.
Okay.
Don't
As
remember
you
this
continue
vote.
walking, sorry, go Cypher.
Yep. I just said I don't remember that particular vote.
We've already killed gods. I'd rather not kill a king also.
Yeah, we have nothing.
Well,
to
a
prove.
god.
Wait, hold on. Where's we? We killed a god. I think you mean I killed a god in this sense. But
You're very proud of this.
extremely, wouldn't you be?
No,
Is this not a testament to my power and how much I can contribute to this group?
I don't want power. I just want to be liked.
Everyone who doesn't have power says they don't want power.
Well, this won't be much work, Ember. I like you already.
Thank you, Cypher. I like you too.
Now, let's see what we can get out of it. Let's see what this king has to say.
As you continue walking on the pathway, you see another structure to your right. This wooden structure stands on stilts above the lake. It is topped by a steep canonical roof made of thatch. Smoke curls up from a hole at its apex. Its windows are blacked out, and the air carries the smell of burned wood. A clothesline attached to one corner of the building's exterior is hung with a variety of frayed patchwork garments. And from inside the building, you hear kind of someone trying to ask for help. And anybody, please? I need some help to extinguish those flames. Nobody's gonna help. What am I gonna do? You hear running as well.
Do we go help?
Do we see flames?
Do you see what?
Do we see flames?
You see
Smoke.
smoke and blacked out windows.
Amber's immediately gonna go running.
Okay.
Are you
Follow.
following?
Hello.
Give me a second.
If there's a door, he's gonna knock it down.
There's no door, and the map should come live right now. Inside, you see a room. It's a charred mess. Hazy smoke hangs over the scattered piles of burned and broken shelves, intermixed with whatever those shelves contained. Wisps of smoke snake into the air from several spots where smoldering wreckage threatens to ignite. A distressed bullywug in the leather smock scurries around the room with a bucket of water, whose contents spills out over the sides in his haste. And I had a lot of fun creating those arts.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And also
yes.
put it in the chat.
Okay, I would like to cast guidance on myself and go straight in, avoiding the burned places on the floor, and try to get this person.
You start seeing little coals on the ground. They're moving, they're animated, and they're lighting fires everywhere. And as you step in, the person holding the water bucket kind of, please just grab a bucket. Help me, please. We'll introduce ourselves later.
Fair enough. Nearest bucket.
There are buckets right here.
Hi.
Okay. Grab one. I'm still casting guidance on myself, and I'm gonna go start trying to extinguish these things.
Okay. And with that, we will get initiative.
I think I don't have
In
the.
a,
And Kriv is right behind me.
Yep.
Perfect.
And
Where's
Ember is
Ember?
not on the map.
Yeah.
Ember's not on map. I will fix that right now. Sorry about that.
No, I
worries.
never get everybody on the map on the first try. No
There you
matter
go.
How hard I try.
Thank you. Get it.
I'm gonna remove Agdon and the Millen. They don't need to be there.
Eric, I'm gonna just move myself because I probably was running in and I was probably up there.
You said you were the first one in
Yep.
there. So.
I'm gonna need Cypher's initiative. I'm gonna
yeah.
move the Steel Defender's initiative to 17.
Leo. Hey, I didn't suck.
Do you know how to put someone right after someone else in the initiative?
Yeah, I just update them and then point. I use a decimal to squeeze
Okay.
in between if there's
Okay.
if there's not.
Yeah,
entered
sometimes
between.
it's a. Okay. We change the music.
I feel like I'm floating when I listen to this.
Very relaxing.
How big are these animated coals, anyways?
They're very small.
they're like the soot spiders.
Let me show you the art. Because I also had a lot of fun with this.
Ah!
Oh, those are enemies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I jumped.
Those
I'm
are
not
little
hurting that
animated coals.
thing.
And
Can I tell what kind of manner of creature this is? Fey.
that's it's magical. It's a animated object basically.
Okay,
It's
so
an animated coal.
So you have no soul, my friend. Sorry, bye.
Just throw water buckets on them. There's water right there, and you can go get water outside.
Okay.
There's buckets right there. And let's start combat. So you already have guidance, Cypher, and I will let you act first, Ember as well. You can tell me what you are doing as a extra round.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she'd be grabbing a bucket.
How many buckets are there?
There's 5 buckets.
Okay, let's make a chain.
All right.
I'm gonna run out in. I'm gonna take a bucket with me. Ember, you probably should do the same.
Mhm.
And then go as far into the room as you can go, and I'll be behind you. We can pass the buckets along as we go and hit all of these fools.
All right, sounds good.
Can you make it all the way there without dashing? Do you want to dash?
That's far enough. If Ember just be in the square right next to me, we'll make a line back, and once we get these guys, we'll move to the next ones. The buckets can just come to us.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
Cal will start us off and kind of walk in and like, what's going on, guys? Do you need help in there?
Grab a bucket. Get in line.
There's too many people outside.
Sorry, Ember.
I'll run to the water.
I've got a little delay. Sorry if I'm talking over people.
You're okay.
Not too bad. And he's gonna
You can
dash all the way to the water.
Goodness gracious. These things are attacking us?
That's not
Yes, they will be. As a bonus action, this one lights a fire right there and then heads to you, Ember, and uses its Kindle ability. Its only ability. to attack you. With a 9, that's a miss.
It's the that miss.
This one
Spell slots.
goes
Have
to
no
the
spell.
bullywug and attacks.
Hey,
And
stop that.
F5 is a miss. They do not seem to understand you as they do not have ears. Valgrim, you can move past the people around in front of you if you so wish.
I'm gonna go inside. I mean, if they're attacking, then
Use the water. Save your resources.
how many charges do I have on my wand? I think I have 4 left.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And you said this one set a fire
This one did. Let me
here.
put. There's a few little fires everywhere. Let me just put the template down.
You say, how big would you say these fires are?
Right now, they're very small.
So campfire sized.
Yeah, maximum.
All right.
He's walking you into a spell, man.
Yeah, I have Presty.
You want to extinguish them with prestidigitation?
Yes, please.
Absolutely. Which one do you want to extinguish?
Which one's been going the longest?
They've
Would I be
pretty
able to tell
much have
that?
been started. Let me add a few on the map just because there would be more. There's one
Because
right
we came in here
here.
and stuff was already on fire.
Yeah. There's one right here. One right here. No, you passed through there. One right there. Honestly, they all look pretty similar.
Okay. I'll extinguish the one closest to the dude, just because
Okay.
that's more dangerous.
No rolls needed, and you use your wand and manage to extinguish the fire completely. Oh, that's
Awesome.
very useful. Wait, and you see that the bullywug kind of stares at you for way too long as you do that. Like, he kind of takes a double take. But... Valgrim?
Okay.
We'll talk. Okay. We'll talk after.
That sounds great.
Is scurrying to extinguish his fire as well.
Okay. Bonus action, I will command the Steel Defender to help Cypher put out fires.
Okay. And it's the Steel Defender's turn.
So 15. Where are the buckets? Here?
Right there, yeah.
Those look like buckets. Alright, it'll grab one on the way past. 15, 25. That's 40 feet of movement. Are these water troughs? They don't look like it.
They're bigger, but you could definitely use them.
Oh, I don't know where is the water.
There's water right
Road.
here. All the green around you is water.
Okay. So I can get here with 40 feet of movement.
Okay.
And picking up the bucket wasn't an action, so I can dash, correct?
Absolutely.
30. So, yep, it'll be there. Next turn, it'll start picking up water.
I will let you put water in the bucket as a bonus action.
Okay, well, has
Cypher.
10 feet more movement.
Oh, okay. Yeah, go for it.
And that'll end my turn.
Okay. Cypher.
What kind of action economy does it take for me to dump a bucket over this little coal's head?
Dumping it is an action. Picking up the water is a bonus.
I don't know if that'll even kill him. Okay, I'm gonna dump it on that guy's head.
Okay.
Let's see what happens.
Give me a ranged attack. It's a improvised weapon attack. So add your dexterity.
Okay, plus dex. Got it.
No proficiency.
Check. Makes sense. So that'd be d20 plus 4. Ooh, I'm dexy. Oh. Okay.
Unfortunately, you spill the water right next to it, and it avoids it completely.
Okay. That's my action.
Yeah.
Let's. Trying to remember all the spells my cloak can cast. I think they're all in action though, so never mind. Let's end my turn. I'm gonna stay right here. Pass down more buckets.
Okay. This one heads over there and lights a fire. And then
I just put
goes to attack. What's up? Someone said something? Did not hear.
He said I just put that out.
And it tries to kindle the bullywug, but misses. This one doesn't even try to light a fire and heads towards you, Valgrim, and attempts to attack
leave me
you.
alone.
For 13 to hit. It's a miss. Kriv,
Okay.
there are 2 buckets left.
I'll grab one. They're full of water, right?
They are.
Okay. I'll grab one. Go here. Probably how about the wall here? Double bucket on this fire.
Okay. You do not need to do an attack for the fire, as it's big enough to hit, and the fire gets extinguished.
And what kind of extra economy does it need to toss a bucket out the door to like Lotte and
It's an action.
toss a bucket?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
a throw.
I guess that's all I can do.
Kriv, they can light a million fires. Take them out.
He nods.
Problem solved.
Maeve is coming in and says, I'm going to try something. And actually tries to shoot one of the kindle, the coal right next to you, Valgrim.
Please do.
Misses.
Oh,
Wow.
Dear, you are just wasting arrows.
What else do you suggest we do?
Well, give me a minute.
And she ends her turn.
I have a feeling Eldritch Blast might be effective.
Ember, one of the coal heads to you and attacks you. There you go. 13 to hit, misses. And as a bonus action, it lights a fire. Right? Here. Lotte.
I hate to spoil the fun, but 5,
Mhm.
10, 15, 20, let's see. How long is this?
Tidal wave.
something tells me that was a lie.
So I'll probably end up putting the center point there, but we're gonna make
Please
it rain inside.
You're gonna make it rain inside. Oh, holy shit. Okay. You have the spell slots? Oh, yes, you do.
Yes, I do.
I have no spells. How do you have spell slots?
I get
Oh
to
yeah,
use-
never mind. I know short rest.
haven't used-
Well, yes, there's the short rest.
Yeah,
Let me
so
read it.
that's
Clerics.
30-foot cube. Should be able to cover all this, I think.
10 gallons of water.
Did you put the template down?
I did, but then the template vanished.
Oops.
And it just
It's okay. Let me calculate it real quick. But I think you can get the whole room.
Oh yeah.
30 feet. I love
Yeah.
that I was last in the turn order. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just gonna watch you guys. Like, slowly
Remember the volume. Just remember the volume of water doesn't change.
is still 10
When you
gallons.
go to the max area, it's the same volume. It's 10 gallons of water, whether you drop it over a 3-foot or 30-foot.
So
Yeah.
roll a d6, please.
You got it. 1.
Roll it again.
Okay. That's the
Okay. I mean, they all take 2 water damage. Okay, wait. I want to try the trick to apply damage to a lot of people.
Shift click, shift click, shift click.
Did not work. Damn it.
Or is it control click? I can't remember.
No, it's shift click managed to target everyone, but then I still no.
There's something I have you don't, man.
Maybe this one dropped from. Okay.
Don't even remember. I've gone through so many.
Did that put the fires out by any chance?
Yeah, I'm getting to that. You also extinguished 3 of the fires in the room. One of them is still going strong.
Heck yeah. That was way better than Eldritch Blast.
It was. Any more actions? Bonus actions? Movement?
No, I do not have any bonus actions, unfortunately. So that was my turn.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
great.
This one, seeing that it's been heavily threatened by water, runs towards you, Lotte, and takes an attack opportunities from the bullywug that attacks with its spear. With a hit. And manages to make it go poof. However, as it disappears without water damage, it does leave a fire behind. Ember, it's your turn.
Let's do this one right here. And let's go ahead and attack it.
I think you have a bucket in your hands. Do you?
Yes.
Just checking.
Would I need to drop it?
Well, if you just let it go, no, that's not a problem.
Okay.
You could hold
Well-
it with one hand as well.
Just considering that a lot of the now the plan seems to have changed, so she's just gonna
Go for it.
drop it and hit it. All right. Okay. Oh, what just happened? Okay, there we go.
That's a hit. Roll the damage, please. They do have HP.
Oh
No,
The one.
do not kill it.
Hmm.
I'm grumpy.
You managed to make a gash in the little coal, but it's still moving around.
All right.
Well,
We're good.
okay.
Bonus?
No. They don't seem that tough.
The bullywug goes, "Don't attack them. They'll just explode and cause more fires." And he had a bucket in his hands, so he's going to try to drop one right there. And that's a miss, unfortunately. And is going to... do they have... Check something.
Are there any buckets
Oh, it
left
has.
on that counter?
There's one left. Yes. It has multi attack, so it will try to attack it with its spear as well. Kind of not wanting to get any damage, and that's a miss as well. Cal, hearing what's going on inside, is going to kind of walk. Why can't he move? Okay. In the water and come out the other side. What do you need help with? Oh, those are nasty. And is going to cast Magic Missile. Oh no, he doesn't have the spell slots for it. He saw the spell slots.
Need to take a
But
nap.
he's got
so
nothing.
badly.
Cantrip time.
I got cantrips.
What are his
Toll the
cantrips?
dead.
Yeah, it's gonna be Toll the Dead.
Next thing I'm gonna do. Boom, boom, boom.
Bong.
And only hits it for 2 damage. And that was his turn. This skull right there next to you, Ember, is lighting a fire right there. And then will attack you. Trying to kindle you. And that's a miss.
It's not very nice. You should stop.
The one right here kind of goes under the bullywug's feet. Moves there and attacks you, Lotte. Oh, 415, that's a hit. For 1 fire damage. However, your boots start burning. And if you do not want them to burn completely, you will have to take an action on your turn to douse them.
They're very lucky that I am assuming fire does not hurt them.
Valgrim.
Well, I'm gonna cast Frostbite on the one in front of me.
Nice. Constitution
Needs
saving throw. Roll your damage.
DC 14.
Yeah, roll your damage. It's getting prompted for me. And it passes. Half damage? No.
Nah, Saber suck. Well, bonus action, I'll command the Steel Defender to pour a thing of water on the one next to him.
Okay. And that is your Steel Defender's turn.
So it's a...
Wait, it has a name now. Astaroth.
Now I'm thinking of Raven from Teen Titans.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's a
Saying I am.
I love those comic books.
+1 as a
I don't-
12 hit.
That's a hit.
Awesome.
Roll the damage. D6.
For 2.
Okay. And you hit the coal. It was the one to the north? Or
The one to the
Okay.
east. Yeah.
you see that it's starting to get extinguished a little bit. Cypher. Unless there were more actions for Astaroth.
Well, it would refill the water and then step right back, ready for the
Okay.
next turns as a bonus action.
All right. Cypher.
I'm gonna toll the dead.
Okay. Roll the damage on the target.
Ooh, I didn't mean to do private. Let me reveal. Testing some stuff. Alright, he has not been hit, right?
Which one?
The one
They
I
all
sp-
have been.
or
The one to your right
have
has been hit.
Okay.
Yeah, they all have.
Nice.
and it fails, and you make it disappear. It was already a fire on its pile, so there's no more fire that starts.
It looked like I could stomp out that fire with movement.
With movement, there's a chance
can't.
you would catch on fire as well.
Oh.
You can try it.
I'm tempted. Okay.
So
the Lord of Change rule. I'm gonna try to stomp. I'm gonna run through 2 of the fires and try to stomp them out.
okay. Each fire, I'm gonna give them a chance of 75% to be stumped.
And if that happens, I'm gonna stop, drop, and roll with the rest of my movement.
I
First
see
one,
him just
natural
start hitting.
20. So it does get extinguished. Why don't you roll the second one? I should not have rolled that for you.
It's a
I
D20.
rolled a d20. Yeah.
I might prefer you to roll it for me, sir. Oh, hang on, let me reveal.
I don't see it. Yeah, that's good. So
Double roll.
you take big steps, just stomping as you move, extinguishing the fire, and your boots are getting toasty.
Toasty.
Okay, someone can mend that later. Is there more water? More water! I'll end my turn right there.
Okay. The one right in front of you, Valgrim, starts a little fire. As
You
they
stop
do.
that.
And will try to kindle you. It's a miss for 10. Kriv.
I'm just gonna like hover over my mace over this one next to me and try to crush it with it with them
Okay.
all.
Go roll your attack.
With regulars, of course. There he goes.
That's a hit.
A little slow. There we go. 17.
Wow.
Jesus
Max
Christ.
damage.
Whoa. You kind of damage the floor a little bit as you hit, and it disappears. You make it explode very hard, and there's a fire that starts in front of you. However,
You make it explode.
Okay, so
very hard.
things Cypher was ever doing. I'm trying to do the same thing with this fire and run over it and try to get it to extinguish.
yes, roll a d20, please.
Oh, there's no tavern rumors in here for me to put.
No.
Ooh.
What?
You get
Put it in
your
TPK.
toes straight into like hot coals, and it hurts a lot. And you take 2 fire damage. It does not get extinguished.
Not take me. Did I get opportunity to attack with this guy? This guy?
No, he's starting fire. He's occupied. He doesn't care.
I'm gonna try to walk over it again.
Okay.
And I have the movement speed.
So you just see Kriv just kind of dancing over the fire, moving back and forth. Please roll another d20.
Sure. Big. Hoo-ha.
And you take. That's cock.
I don't have reckless. I can't really hit anything. Things to do anything.
You take 3 fire damage as you try to stomp it out. It's not working.
Okay, I think I want to stop doing that. Learn my lesson. Don't step on fire if you don't have shoes.
That's a good point.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Anything else?
Pee into the wind.
Maeve will take the last bucket remaining and will dump it on this guy's face. She has good dex.
So it
Oops.
didn't help me. I have good decks.
I'll give her a chance. Yes. Okay. All right. And she dumps it 1d6 damage. Wow, what the hell are those rolls?
There's a lot of ones tonight.
Yes. However, the fire under does disappear. And that was her turn. Ember, the one right in front of you is super excited and starting to glow red hot. And it will attack you.
Uh-oh.
For 17, that's a hit. That's a critical, actually.
Oh.
For 5 fire damage.
Oh.
And you were already on... no, Lotte was on fire. You are now on fire as well.
Okay.
What's happening?
Lotte, you are burning up.
I'm burning up. How many of these?
There are 2 left.
There are only 2 left? Jeez, my screen is showing like 5 of them.
Yeah, some of them were not in the encounter. Don't know why.
Happens all the time.
Hello, cat. Leave me alone.
I feel like we should get rid of these guys before we cast rain again, so I'm gonna target the one next to Valgrim.
Agree.
Lotte is helping me.
No, I know it's gonna explode if I kill it, so.
That's a hit.
Is that Eldritch Blast or a low flyover from like F-22?
A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. And you blast it away. However, it does create a fire as you destroy it.
And I am also currently on fire, which is really unfortunate.
Yes, and you did not take an action to douse it, so you will take 4 fire damage.
Okay. I'll probably have to put that out soon.
So many things I could do if I had spell slots.
I'm just checking. I don't think I have any bonus actions. I do not. I have no other actions. So
Okay.
that is my turn.
Ember, you are on fire. You want to douse it out, it's going to be an action.
Okay. What I would like to do is I'd like to take the bucket that I put down and I want to try to like flip it over and dump it on top, but like put the bucket down over the little thing.
Remove oxygen from the fire.
Yeah.
Is the bucket airtight? Well, yes, it holds water. Okay, all right. Roll a d20 with advantage. I like it.
Okay.
Well,
That's a net. Oh, no.
no, it's not. It's an 8 and a 12. But that's good.
Okay. That was
Okay.
yeah.
Which one are you doing it on top of?
I'll do it on this one.
Okay. So I'm gonna stun him. I'm gonna make him prone. And you'll have to lift it later to see if he is extinguished or not.
Lotte, can you do the water thing again, please?
We need these guys gone first.
Yeah, and then she's gonna, and that'll end her turn.
Okay. You
That was my
take
thinking.
3 fire damage.
Dope.
The bullywug is going to run to get more water.
Is he
Let's
prone?
go with there. Shouldn't be.
Right.
Gets there and stops. Cal is going to toll the dead. The one right in front of him. And it works, making it explode and starting a fire. The coal right in front of you, right in front of Astaroth, will attack it.
You leave that poor thing alone.
For 16.
I think it has to be hitting someone else for me to use deflect attack. Let me verify that. Yeah, it has to be other than the defender. So
Okay.
yeah, that is.
You take 2 fire damage. However, I don't think you are
I don't
flammable,
think it's flammable.
so you do not catch fire.
How
Valgrim.
does that burn?
$19. My turn. I'm not Kriv, so I'm gonna go around the fire. 5, 10, 15. Can't see it. 20, 25. I can see it now. I'm gonna cast Frostbite.
There's one under a bucket. Okay.
Oh, there's this one. I have it targeted.
For 5 damage.
Yes.
Oh, this one over there. Okay. Absolutely. And you make it go boom as it is vulnerable.
Nice.
It does not start a fire.
Awesome. Still defender has a bucket of water, so it's gonna pour it and refill it.
Okay. You do not need an attack for this. The fire disappears.
And it'll
Tide is
refill it.
turning.
And get ready to pour it for the next time.
Cypher.
Let's toll the dead. Oh,
Do you make it go poof in one hit?
right. I don't have a water source, do I? Anywhere nearby.
Well, you probably have like a gourd or something. But other than that, no,
Water
not in
skin.
the room. Yeah, water skin. As you make it explode, it creates a fire.
And Ember's already burning. All right, I'm going for
Lotte
it one
as
more
well.
time. I'm gonna do my stomp trick. I'm gonna try to get this one like this, and then through here, and then across. That should
Okay.
be 10, 15. I have plenty of movement to do it.
You do.
And
Look
so it's an
Roll-
attack roll, so guiding myself will do nothing.
No, I'll let guidance work.
Okay. But I've already cast, so I can't do it. I don't have. Okay, that's fine. I just run through there and I stomp. I stomp
enough.
I roll a d20 for each
my best.
With-
All right, here we go.
with guidance. If
Don't
you
pull a
want.
Kriv.
First one,
First one works.
second one.
First one works as well.
Woo!
You find yourself right there.
Okay,
I enjoy the Dragonborn can't handle the fire, but Cypher can.
I'll end my turn.
Thank you, Kriv. You will not hear the end of this.
On.
I would never.
This one's not a bucket, right?
You do not have a bucket with you. Oh yes, you
Yeah,
do.
That one
You
has
do.
that one's under a bucket, right?
Yes, it is.
Oh, I dropped the bucket a while ago. I'm just gonna like try to hit it through the bucket. Just
Okay.
So make sure it's gone.
Bucket on top.
Whack-a-mole.
Well, honestly, this kind of reduces their AC because they're always moving around, and with the bucket, it's not really. So yeah, go for it. I like it. And that's a hit. You absolutely shatter the bucket and whatever was inside.
Killing it.
It does not start a fire.
Killing the game.
And I believe
on
you
movement.
have killed all of the animated coals. However, there are still fires going. I will end combat because they are no longer spreading.
I'm gonna druid craft the. Oh wait, first of all, I'm putting myself out, and then I'm gonna druid craft around to try to get this done.
I'm gonna
Or bucket of
create
water.
water again, make it rain a little bit, but
And as you do, all of the fires in the room extinguish. There's still one more to the
I have a
south.
bucket of water with a steel defender, so it'd be out.
Okay, perfect. And all the fires are out. Let me do something real quick. Extinguishing all the lights in the room.
through clicking the X.
The bullywug comes back to you. Oh, thank you. Okay, makes his way to you, Valgrim, and kind of puts his hand on your shoulder. Oh, you have no idea how long I've been trying to get rid of this fire. Nobody was helping. Thank you so much. What are you doing here, old friend? Looking at you, Valgrim.
He would probably see the confusion on my face a little bit.
You remember me, right? Do you? Kind of looks at the rest of the party. Did your friend get hit on the head or something?
I don't remember any of my time that I spent here.
You don't? But he kind of points at your steel defender. He's visibly confused as well. Well, my name is Ikrind. I'm the Duke of Fedidkrig. You're Valgrim. You don't remember me?
I ran into Moliver when I first got here as well, and I didn't remember him either. I'm not
Oliver.
sure.
That rings a bell. Been so long. You came here. You were looking for your home, I think. But I remember you hated this place, but I'm the only one that you really talked to. We fixed those balloons together. I taught you how to pilot them. You wanted to get out of here. You don't remember any of this. That's so odd.
Only thing I remember was when I was brought here. And it was, I believe it was Agdon and his watch.
The thief?
It's the only thing I remember.
This guy right there. Pointing at Agdon outside. Shackled next to the melon.
We found him, but unfortunately his watch has been shattered. And I'll pull out the casing.
Can
This
I
is the
see
only
this,
piece
please?
of it that I have. I'll hand it to him.
Quickly looks at it. Yeah, that's shattered. And hands it back.
Indeed it is.
So why are you here again then?
We were actually looking to maybe get one of the balloons. I see Kriv like out soaking in the water. We were looking for one of our friends siblings. Apparently, she might be in thither.
Oh, if you want to get to thither, you're gonna need one of the balloons. But they're not working right now. I don't. If we can get them to work, you'll need to know how to pilot them. Did you forget how to do that as well? That's okay. I can teach you how to pilot them. But you'll need swamp gas to make them work. And the only person that controls the supply is Pavlorna in her hut.
Great.
You also need a guide. Navigating, it's one thing to pilot those balloons, but navigating the big walls that the hags put up is going to be a challenge. You have to know which air current to navigate, which way to go. You should ask Clapperclaw for that. He knows his way around.
Well, fixing them shouldn't be much of an issue. Hopefully, we can get a supply of the swamp gas. That might be the hardest part.
I mean, she's always willing to deal if you get to her and asks for help, but I wouldn't recommend it too much. There's actually, I know that there's merchants the east of Downfall. I've seen them have small potions of marsh bubble pop. You might be able to buy one from them. I don't know how they deal though. I've didn't really trade with them.
Do you know how they make them?
I don't. All of their items on sale seem to be peculiar.
I might could reproduce them if I could get one.
Well, if it's easy to reproduce, then everyone would have some. I think you need special equipment to do it. Pavlona might have some.
Seems like we have no choice but to speak to Bavlorna then.
She's in the middle of the lake. But I suggest you go talk to the king before you do. You might have more information about her. Sorry about that.
I'll look over at everyone else. Well, what do we want to do?
I cast good berries and I eat the ones that I made earlier and I hand the rest to Lotte.
Oh god.
Rolled no, it's 1 hit point each.
Yeah. She just makes she has roughly 20 of them. So she uses 8 and she gives the rest to Lotte. Should be 12.
They the equivalent of eating enough food for one day. That 12. Just
You're gonna be bloated.
wait a minute.
You're very skinny.
I am dying. So.
You need nutrition.
So get the gas and come back here. If you need the balloon, I'm sure I can help prepare the one and the other building, the balloon factory.
I am.
They'll let me. I'm a duke after all.
As long as I can get access to one, repairing it won't be an issue.
I remember you were very handy. I hope you haven't forgotten that.
I might not be as good as I used to be, but it's slowly coming back to me now.
Kriv,
All right.
as you are soaking your feet, something brushes against them very quickly and then moves
Oh,
away.
fuck no.
Would Kriv care?
Good question.
Kriv, where are you, friend?
I'll
Like-
point to the water outside.
He'll like hit like the one I'm playing to make noise.
DM, may I just quickly take a glance through this room here? Make sure there's nothing untoward going on.
You see a lot of rags and kind of pieces of a bladder for the big balloons that could be used to stitch it back together. That's a sewing machine.
Okay, like a spinning.
Yeah, spinning wheel to repair balloons as well. The rest of the house is pretty damaged. It's nothing very much of value in the house.
Wisdom save.
What's that for?
Yes. Yeah. Speaking if he reacts to that fish, he probably will react to it and get his feet out as fast as possible out of the water.
Okay.
I don't know how else he would react.
That's perfect.
React rolls.
Okay. What are you guys doing?
I was
Kriv,
trying to
yeah,
pose
but no.
attention to everybody.
I
Uh,
wonder if this isn't a safe place to rest.
well, it's pretty smoky still. I'm gonna repair it as best I can. I'm sorry, it's not a very comfortable place to rest.
I didn't particularly mean in the house. Sorry, friend. How much longer do we have before we can take a long rest?
Quite a ways. Well, actually, you travel by boat. Another 2 hours.
Talk to the king and then come back to rest.
The king might be able to give you quarters if you ask.
We'll see.
I think we're already going to owe him a couple of favors, and I don't want to owe more than I need to.
That's totally understandable. Then do not deal with Bavlorna if you don't want to owe anything to anyone.
I myself acknowledge owing no one anything. So, just to make sure that's nice and clear.
To the king.
All right, I will change the map.
Hey. You have time to do some spear fishing? I want to find this thing that touched my foot.
Actually, that's the wrong map.
No touchy.
You try to spearfish it out, and you don't hit anything, Kriv. There's nothing in the water.
He's all frustrated.
Speaking of owing people things, it's random question, not important. You guys wouldn't happen to have met any creature old woman thing named Sue?
Oh, well,
You
yes.
see Valgrim get visibly pissed off when you say that name.
Sue stole. Well, yes. Actually, that was who owned the tavern before we met you. Well, I don't remember the sequence of events, but yes.
Before you met Lotte.
Met you at.
I may owe this Sue person, which I don't really think they're a person, a favor. I have to go to, I think what is I can never remember the name.
Zibilna.
Zibilna. I have to go to Zibilna and
Zimbabwe
somehow
is correct.
Xylophone.
Zimbabwe.
Zebra,
I have to bestow a blessing upon this person, otherwise Sue will rip my soul from my body and I will die. Which just I mean, no rush, but just thought put that out there.
I was
So
Sue a dagger in the throat as well.
Well, now, this is getting spicy. All right, well, what in particular did we want from the king? Please remind me. It was hot in there.
Swamp gas. If we can.
Oh, yes, for the balloons. Goody. And of course, the king is going to ask us to go find something, destroy something in order to get the gas. And then we'll bring that back and... Do you really think it'll work?
It's better than asking Bavlorna.
Is it?
I'd rather trust a Toad King than a hag.
Hags often want something. And they often keep valuable things for themselves.
like souls.
So I hear.
Cypher.
Yes.
Have you met a hag before?
Not necessarily. I'm an indolent person who despises physical labor. I've spent a lot of time reading.
That's a vague answer. But okay.
You know, I've been accused of this before. Come now, Ember, we just met. Would you pluck out the heart of my mystery so soon? Come on, that wouldn't be fun.
We've known him for several years. We still don't understand half the things he says.
See, the mystery is still intact.
Gabe just shrugs.
He just uses big words to confuse everyone, but he's not actually saying anything most of the time.
Which word was too big for you, big or mystery? Kriv understands perfectly, don't you, Kriv?
He just shrugs.
See? Kriv's outlook on life is actually quite refreshing.
To smash or not to smash? 'Tis the question.
He did.
Oh, please continue.
I was just going to start bragging about my friend Kriv. I was going to say that perhaps he's not thinking the biggest of thoughts. When it's time for action, he'll never let you down.
He will be a sharp god to that.
We're going to help you get what you need, Kriv.
As you all continue walking towards the gazebo, following your instructions you were given earlier, you find yourself on a flat wood plank bridge, which spans an arm of the lake. It's lined on one side by rows of bullywug heads on wooden spikes. At the center of the bridge, a small figure sits with its feet dangling over one side.
Can I clarify? You said bullywog heads?
Yes, I did. Each
decorating the place
one
where their king is?
of these. And they are talking with the figure I just showed you in the middle of the bridge. Just discussing together. The figure appears to be talking to itself in bemoaned tones. I couldn't hear what they said. What did you say? One of the bullywug head goes. You know, I really wish that you would just finish us off and not just display us like this. The second one goes.
This is all in common.
Yes, it is.
Pardon me, friend. Can you hear me?
We can. They all speak at the same time. 5 of them.
Who in the name of the gods did this to you?
The first one goes, well, I'm King Gobblegush, and I was killed, stabbed in the back by Moistwort. The second one goes, well, you had it coming. I am Queen Moistwort, and I was thrown off the watchtower by Blood Spew.
By
The third
what?
one goes, Bloat Spew.
Bloat spew.
You gotta love those names. Yeah, well, you really shouldn't talk to people that way. I am Queen Bloat Spew the Third. I was poisoned by a dribble pot.
You all killed each other, is what you're trying to tell us.
For good reasons.
Oh, yes, it worked out wonderfully.
The last one goes, I'm King Molob the 16th. I was boiled in oil by Gullup, the current sitting king.
Oh, so he approves of this row of decorations, does he?
It's a long-standing tradition.
And you all agreed to it?
Only when we were in power, not when we were dead, but it's hard to argue when you don't have any body.
True.
That hasn't stopped you from complaining. But anyway, I have to say it does not sit well with me to leave you this way.
We hate it. All we have to talk to is us and this thing.
Yeah.
Kind of.
What is that thing?
I'm not a thing. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. What is it?
My name's Clapperclaw.
It's a little on the nose, isn't it, friend?
And he's talking. You kind of hear rattling from inside his head, which is actually a gourd. A hollowed out gourd.
Wonderful little creature.
It has big claws. Kind of look like a crab.
This is Valgrim. Was this the person that you know?
What?
Well, didn't your can't pronounce it, friend say that you were supposed to find somebody named Clapperclaw? I think it's the gourd man.
Walgrim?
This is not ringing any bells for me. Like as a player.
Oh yeah. Okay. You were definitely told that Clapperclaw could be a guide to Thither
Mm.
by Ikrind, your old pal.
And that you don't remember. All right. I'm
I
your old
have
pal
goldfish
too.
brain sometimes.
Everybody could be your old pal, right? What
Well,
if the
now
word has gotten around that you've lost your memory, and all your old enemies are just saying they're your friends? I'm sure it's
I
fine.
don't believe that
That
Valgrim
sounds like a
has
good book. Well, it doesn't matter until we get some of these swamp gas, because then we won't be able to pilot the balloon either way. So first things first.
Clapperclaw goes, so you want to leave this place with a balloon? Rattling from his head.
We need to get to Thither.
Ah! You can kind of see that the rattling in his head is annoying him.
That noise is annoying
Can
me.
barely hear you. It's so loud.
What is?
This stupid gourd. kind of picks it up and shakes it and puts it back on his head. I hate it.
You might have something caught inside.
It's someone put coins in there. Agdon stole my original skull. It
Oh,
was the most glorious stag skull you've ever seen.
Agdon, why would you do that?
I'm a
That was
thief. What do you expect? Everyone has to pay their price.
Is there a way to get your coins out of your gourd?
If you're careful, you could try and fish them out.
I'm always careful.
Kind of takes a big breath and removes the gourd and hands it to you.
Right, I set it down carefully, and I act like I'm like scrubbing into surgery. All right, it's time for a little open gourd action. All right,
Oh my god.
I'll cast guidance on myself and take the coins out carefully.
Roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of
I
hand.
don't think. Well, medicine doesn't seem right because
No,
it's
I
not.
like that, man. I think I'm good at that. Am I good at that? Eh. With guidance, right?
Yes, with guidance. You managed to make a very small hole inside of the gourd and carefully wiggle the coins out one by one. Copper coins fall in your hands. 8 of them.
Is there anything inscribed on them?
Just normal copper coins.
All right. I take the coins and the gourd, and I say, "Your gourd, and for your troubles."
Thank you so much. I can hear so much better now. But I still want my skull back. This is much better, but still, this is disgusting. It smells a little bit.
Agadon, I hate to ask. Where's the skull?
I have no choice. Okay? His hands are bound. I need to give one thing from everyone that comes in here to Bavlorna. That's the deal we've made. And so I gave the skull to Bavlorna.
Of course you did.
Is there a reason it had to be the skull? Isn't that quite a bit of effort? If it can be anything, wouldn't you just take a shoe?
Sometimes my brigands have a twisted sense of humor. They replaced it, as you can see.
Yeah.
Would any skull work?
Well, I've tried to put one of those on, pointing at the bullywug heads, and
Oh god.
I don't like the way they make me feel.
It seems that you don't even need a head. Why keep one on? I mean, they're just heads, and they don't seem very happy. So, seems a little overrated.
Just wait until you see the skull I had before. If you had a skull like this, you'd want it back as well. I'm telling you, it's the most wondrous, exceptional, well-crafted stag skull you've ever seen.
We'll keep an eye out for it.
If you find it, I'd be happy to guide you to thither. Given that you have a balloon to fly there.
The swamp gas is what we're worried about the most. Repairing one of the balloons hopefully won't be too hard.
Swamp gas, well, seems like you're gonna have to talk to Bavlorna for quite a few things here. But be careful talking to her. She makes, well, her deals are not too bad. Granny Nightshade is much worse at dealings. But Vav is not too bad. Be careful with your phrasings. Be ready to give something back, and you should be good.
Hopefully it's as easy as that.
Are you just looking at your
That would be boring.
what's that thing called again?
I didn't quite catch that, Kriv.
Valgrim's guardian starts eyeing up his head to that guy's head.
Azeroth.
I
Azeroth,
will
remember that.
stab you, Kriv. Do not touch it.
He's just looking.
Looking.
Kriv, don't take the nice knight's head.
Don't we have some armor from like
Couldn't we
way
just
back when?
take Agdon's head and give it to him?
Well,
Agdon's the one that stole it in the first place.
Agdon's band stole the skull, yes.
Yeah, so just give him Agdon's head.
Looking at Agdon now.
He kind of is cowering and is trying to pull away from whoever is holding him right now. It's like, you want to do what?
We don't want to do anything. You guys are being mean to our guest. And if we're going to be mean, we can't be mean.
Please don't take my skull.
I do think Ember brings up a good point. Not about the whole being mean thing, but we should try and sell Agdon off before cutting off his head. If we can't do that, we'll come back and give it.
No!
Thank you for your input, Ember. It was very helpful in this situation.
We can't, we're not selling anybody, and we are not taking anybody's skulls. Especially while they're still attached to people's bodies. I'm very insistent on this point.
So what you're saying is if it's not attached to the body, then it's different.
Yeah, they don't own it anymore.
How pragmatic.
Interesting.
I mean, if they lose it, it's finders keepers, but we shouldn't remove people's heads.
Noted.
One of the important rule of the Feywild is do not remove people's heads.
So what now?
You let them do it themselves, like the armors we did.
I don't think we took it with us, honestly.
All right, let's see this king.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
I feel
And
like
as
everyone's
you
just staring at us talking while we're like standing on the bridge, and the king's just like, "What the fuck are they doing?"
they can barely see you. As I've said before, it's very thick fog. And as you head towards the king, we're going to take a short break so that I can read my notes as well. And we'll be back in 10 minutes.
He said the quiet thing out loud. Okay.
No shame. All right. Thank you, everyone. I'll be right back.
Thanks for the warning.
That's
While they are
wild
You-
shit.
Cold, Lottie.
and a little chill.
I'm burning here.
This is pure wool, so this is so warm.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Lev, you missed a hell of an RP session yesterday.
Oh yeah.
You left
Yeah,
right
I
in a
was
good
so
spot.
sad. Wait, oh yeah, was there plot stuff? Because I'm like,
Nope. It was just the dilemma between the party members.
Well,
I had to write a
Laura
letter
had
last
shown up.
night, and I was like, oh, I could come back, and then I had to talk to somebody about it, and I was like, you're talking for too long. I want to see what's going on.
You did miss Rahadin showing up, so that was a little plot relevant.
Oh, the fancy schmancy man.
Yes.
And the 6 white wolves that scared the shit out of Dimitri,
Yeah.
traumatized him.
Yeah.
Oh, poor
Every time there's
Dimitri.
Marahadim, and now the wolves.
Yeah, it was basically Rahadin shows up after we destroy the Gophias tree. Then we get met with the Eld Pack, and then right before the winery, out of eye shot of them, that's when we got into a huge argument.
Yeah. It's
Kriv saying, "What gem? What seed? We don't have any seeds."
Perf
picking seeds up.
straight up gaslighted me the whole time. I was like, well, we have the seed. He goes, what seed? No, we don't. I'm like, "Ugh." And even Kent had to go back and check. He's like, did CCC? I'm like, yes, I did. I saw it.
Oh,
I still
how
don't
does
know
it
which
feel to
seed
be
you're talking
gaslighted
about.
by someone else?
What'd you say?
Lottie.
What? I
How's
missed what you said, but I heard the insulting tone and I disapprove.
How does it feel to be gaslighted by someone else, Lottie?
Curse of Warlock as well. I feel like this is just.
Yeah, you're the Kriv
Karma.
of this campaign.
Okay, a minute.
Warlocks have the most fun.
Man, I didn't realize. I gotta stop making deals with people.
Yes.
That
Yes,
that's the
you do.
wrong campaign for that.
Yeah.
We're about to be offered shit, and like I feel like, well,
I was like,
Every
we're gonna
campaign,
see what everybody wants, I guess.
every campaign, Brie makes deals with everyone behind our backs.
making.
Do we have Kent back?
No. We
Okay.
are missing.
He's still muted to be his. I found that encounter very strange though. We've seen Corn before.
Karn?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
he's
but-
like super scary this last time. I was like,
Yeah,
did
because
we do something
he
wrong?
destroyed the Gophias tree. That's why he's so mad at us.
Was he mad at us?
He sounds kind of mad. My theory is he was kind of warning us. I feel like it's becoming more and more known that we are a force to be reckoned with in the valley, and now we are attracting the attention of some people we don't know.
'Cause last time we saw him with the bone grinder, and he was really not like the opposite of this.
Yeah, well, he was looking for Thistle, but now now we're out without Thistle, and we've just, destroyed this.
Now you've killed Thistle.
No, we didn't kill Thistle. We did
We
not.
didn't kill Thistle.
We did not. Thistle got swallowed by a worm. That's not our fault.
It was a very
Didn't you-
traumatizing first session for me to watch.
Yeah.
Oh, was
Didn't
it the
you
first one?
enter an area that you weren't supposed to?
Yep.
We had to hold on. We have a character who got a warning that he would die unless we retrieved something from Ravenloft. We had our hands were tied. Kent's just really mean, so we had to break in, which is why Thistle got swallowed by a worm.
And died. Got
So
devoured.
we either let Vare die a slow, painful death, or at least we can try and get the item to help him, and as a result, Thistle got swallowed.
How many
And-
days did you have to go get this item?
We got like 2 or 3 left.
Yeah.
Something like that.
And
And
I'm-
it was a progressive death, not like, oh, at the end of the day you die. It weakened him as
Yeah.
it progressed.
the thing is, the item we got is now in the Doa universe.
Oh yeah, sorry about
Yep.
that. The thing we gave it to mentioned he wanted to kill a god. So
Yeah, and we kind of need
With
that sword to kill
God.
Strahd too. So now we have to go steal a skull from Strahd to get the sword back.
but if we do that,
So-
then we lose Argynvost as an ally.
Yep.
Wait, which god does this said
Oh,
person you want to
well,
kill?
no spoil. We're not telling you that. But if any gods
No name
happen
was
to end up
mentioned.
dead, it's not our fault.
No name was mentioned, but if a god dies, it's probably our fault.
I mean,
Everything's
as
our
long as
fault.
it's not the two that's important to my characters, it's fine.
We'll see how Kit wants to roll it.
If any random gods end up murdered in Doha, it's not our fault. Don't. It's coincidence.
I am 100% going to blame all of you.
Oh, you better
Yeah.
do it. I get
And we
mad.
left. Bad thing is we left Thessel where he died, and didn't even grab any magical items off of him
We
either.
took the body. We took the body back with us.
Ah,
Remember?
did we? Because it's been like
did.
it's been up in the air since.
No,
I
Some
feel like
say
it's
we
an
did. some say we
ongoing
didn't.
argument from like the second
Yeah,
to the
no,
second
no. Maroc carried the body. That, from what I remember.
So we've been carrying him this entire time because we haven't really buried him yet either.
No, we left him in Barovia.
Oh yay! Because that always works out well.
Did Thistle die
I'll
before
beat
or
Thistle.
after I lit the candles and the candles started bleeding?
Before.
After.
There's...
No, that was before.
Was it
Wait.
before?
Oh,
Because you
I feel
lit
like
it
you
for
told me
Lotte,
about this
Terry,
thing
and Thistle.
before I'd ever seen any of your
Thank you.
sessions.
Was it?
The candles bleed in the presence of the murderer, and the only one who was
Yeah.
with me when I lit the candles.
But I think that was before. That was
Hmm.
before I'd ever seen any of your sessions. So I think that was before that.
Oh, okay.
No.
That's real
for
weird.
Sure.
No, it's not weird at all.
Because we started from there and left there and ended there, so I don't know. No, it was after. It was before. Because you took 3 candles for Botan, Terry, and Thistle.
No, Boat and Terry, Jason, Ismark, and Irina. I lit 5 candles.
Oh. I don't know. I should have check the recaps, I guess.
Everyone
So
who's
many
already-
recaps.
I know, right?
50 sessions.
Is it really 50 sessions?
I think it's a bit higher,
Yeah.
actually.
It's close.
Please just keep.
Okay, I need Kent back because I get a feeling he's gonna want to talk.
Yeah.
Cypher.
Oh man,
Maybe.
he's probably been here this entire time and he just can't unmute his mic.
No,
Maybe.
He said that once before.
It wouldn't be the first time Kent has done that.
Whereas he started talking and his mic was muted and we were like,
Oh, I
are you talking to
remember.
us?
He was talking for a while. We're like, we were all sitting here in awkward silence, and we're like,
Is Kit talking to us or someone else?
You guys are like, we're gonna steal a head. And Ember's like, no.
I was thinking about using one of the heads from the automaton armor for him. That would work, wouldn't it?
it might
I think
be
Valgrim
bad.
would take your head, so.
That way Gabe has to make new artwork for him. Instead of a gourd to place it with an iron helmet.
I think he specifically wants this stag head, but is it worth it or not?
There's Kit.
There he is.
Hello.
Sorry, phone call. So sorry.
No
Yeah, I
worries.
figured. We were just
Feel bad.
bringing Lev up to speed with our little argument last night.
Oh boy.
We're gonna jump straight back in.
Right.
As you continue walking on that little bridge, in front of you see a grand marble gazebo. It's standing atop a mound of soggy earth. Its white stone streaked green with algae. Algae? The support pillars have... What was it?
Algae.
Algae. Thank you.
J.
The support pillars have sunk into the muck unevenly so that the domed canopy now sits askew. Short steps ring the gazebo, leading to a raised floor where bullywugs dressed in shabby clothing lounge on pillows. Among them, a harpist sends forth delicate notes that mingle with the murmured croaking of the gathered nobles. On a dais, a flabby bullywug wearing a crown of woven lily flowers sits on an ornate throne with his legs folded under him, looking like this. And as you approach, have you no herald to announce your presence before King Gullop the 19th? He has a big book on his lap. He slams it closed, punctuate his question, and lifts his head up, looking at you. So,
Well,
who's in front of me?
oh, Your Majesty, my name is Cypher, and these are my friends. I was just wondering if Your Eminence might have some additional gas to spare. I'm not saying anything about your person, of course. You look quite svelte, not bloated in any way.
He lifts one of his butt cheek and lets one out. Is that the gas you're talking about? And
Charming,
eats
but
some flies buzzing around him.
I believe it is a certain type of swamp gas.
Swamp
One
gas?
that could... Yes.
Well, I'm afraid you're gonna have to talk to Bavlorna about that.
We would rather
Must
not.
I?
You must. But is that the only thing that brings you here?
We must talk to her about whether or not we can access the swamp gas, which is located in the...
She distills it
Oh, and then stores it in
in her hut.
her house. There, yes, that's where the swamp gas is.
She lives in the middle of the lake.
Is she usually at the lake at her house?
She almost always is. She's very lazy.
Is she ever not? Maybe we could meet her somewhere else.
I have never seen her outside of her hut.
Hmm.
Fascinating. So, your kingship. Regarding the heads.
The
not
heads,
in your
yes.
way.
I boiled one of them. It was funny.
Indeed, and you ought to be congratulated on your attention.
Thank you. And you hear a few of the bullywugs just small taps like this.
However, it might also lend a greater shine to your reign. Were you the one to have mercy on those that you vanquished, showing that not only are you smarter, faster, more flatulent than the others, but that you were also kind.
He loves those compliments. Keep him coming.
Oh, and
What?
if you were to let them go, then the stories would be told of how only one king was really remembered, the one who set the others free.
But how will I dissuade everyone not to kill me?
That act of kindness alone. Why? Is it better to be feared or to be loved? I submit to you, wise king. It is better to be loved.
I've never seen it like this. I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
Balls.
Everyone?
Everyone.
Poopy pants.
19.
5.
I'm going to roll bad. I know I am.
Is this something we can see?
Oh!
You jinxed it.
Reverse.
No.
Okay.
Okay. Kriv,
Yep.
as Cypher is talking to the king, one of the bullywugs that was right behind you there comes forth and actually bumps into you. You see that he was actually holding a what's it called? A reed with some kind of arrow inside of it. and it was aiming at it for the king and bumped into you and fell on the ground. The reed going into his mouth and falls unconscious on the ground. What is this? Another attempt on my life? The king goes.
A failed attempt, so rejoice.
Failed because we stopped him, so you now owe us a life debt because we did just save your life.
Oh, is this guy unconscious now or dead?
Unconscious. Oh, he's dead.
Oh.
Can I just pick him up and toss him over here?
Yeah, absolutely. You pick him up and toss him. You see that the knights right behind the king actually just wake up a little bit and slowly doze back off.
I think I sense a problem with your security.
Oh, they're fine. They're fine.
They're
Maybe
sleeping.
I have some guards over there as well. And one of them just sleepily walks over and positions himself behind you, Kriv, and quickly
you-
dozes off again.
Think maybe your rule would be served better if you were both loved and better protected?
After that display of aggressivity, absolutely not. I think more fear is better.
People tend to want to slay the object of their fear. And I don't think it's gone well for all of your predecessors.
So you think I should just get rid of all those heads?
That would be a good start.
He kind of leans to the mage that's right next to him. Mumbles something. And the mage walks up, kind of weaves in between you, and walks on the bridge, and with his staff just pushes on each of the heads so that they fall in the water and start drowning. He does that to all the heads.
Because we're not good people.
Cypher?
And comes back.
No. That's what had to happen. You see,
Here, it's done.
they were stuck between life and death. And there's no body for them to come back to, Ember. The only way for them to move on is to move on.
If you say so.
What's the other option?
I don't know.
Well, all hail the king. Tell me,
He,
what's the easiest way to get across the lake?
you have boats.
Boats, you say?
You could try and walk the ropes that she hangs on her clothes on, but I would not recommend that.
I will skip that one.
He gives a small tap to the crocodile right next to him, and you're gonna love this.
Oh dear.
Says
A
go
vicious
Snoodle, you got your meal right there, and the crocodile advances and takes the bullywug that's dead right there and brings it back behind the throne and starts eating it. Good Snug. Good Snoodle. Oh, such a lovely little pet. So,
lovely.
you want boats? You want to go see Pavlorna?
I think we may, but the timing must be right.
Well, I could ask for favors in the meantime. If you want to stay in this land a little bit.
Favors,
You look
I'm
a little
just-
rough.
I feel a little rough, to be honest. Bath wouldn't hurt. But is it safe around
Absolutely.
here? Are you
If you're not
sure?
a king,
I see, I see. Well, I wouldn't want to be one of those.
are you sure? I could use your votes if there was a need for them.
Wouldn't we have to be citizens of some sort?
You'd have to be nobles. We have a proving ground. You could prove yourself in if you wanted to have titles.
I'm sorry, you'll have to leave me out of that one. I like my name just the way it is. Plain.
Very well. What about you? Looking at everyone else behind Cypher. Any of you want titles?
I'm happy to help my friends, of course.
I'm
Not needed. I already have one.
What is it?
again?
Well, obviously, some form of royalty, and she's actually gonna go in her bag and trying to make this look like it does not absolutely hurt. She is going to take out the silver crown, for like a few, and just present it and just be like, "Is this not proof?" Before putting it back in her bag.
Do you put it on your head, or you just show it and put it away?
She'll like hover it over her head, but seeing as this is incredibly painful to hold on to, not actually like fully put it on, just like and then put it back. This is proof.
Can you do a Constitution saving throw, please?
Yes, I can. Let's... Constitution.
I don't think you've
14.
shared that you had that item before. You are able to withstand it just long enough to quickly put it on your head and put it away again. And I think I can show the picture. So like this. Yes.
Excuse me.
Ow.
that reminds me of the Crown of Swords.
Oh, which kingdom are you a queen of?
Not one you would have ever heard of. It's outside of Prismere.
Oh, delightful. Which plane are you from?
Which plane are we from?
Another one.
And yes, another one.
Groovy one.
Good. Oh, interesting. Well, if you ever feel the need to have some voting powers in this land, please let us know. We can put the proving grounds to good use. Otherwise, if you are looking to rest, Ziff here. Sorry, go.
No, it's fine, Your Majesty. Whatever would we be proving on the proving grounds? Now I'm fascinated.
Your word as nobles.
And
You
how
could
would I
fight.
go about... Ah, there we go. Fighting.
Not
Is
to
this
the death,
fighting?
mind you.
Oh, of course not. How uncouth.
You just
However,
fight 2 of my knights.
is that all?
Yeah, actually it is.
2
Will they
on
be
2,
weak?
or...
No, I think all of you could make it.
Really?
Reeve will push off of this pillar he's standing on and start walking up with his maul in hand.
Pardon me while I
not-
confer with my colleagues for just a moment, please, will you? Hey,
Uh,
Fleur,
he,
who wants to vote?
Essentially
I
a DM.
I
Gabe.
personally have to refuse any titles. It's personal. But wouldn't hurt if a couple of you had a vote, would it?
I don't quite remember the name I would attach to it.
Not Ember.
Well, my dearest Iwen gave me the name Ember, but I had a name before that, and it's been a long time. I don't quite
Sound-
remember.
Sounds like
I was simply young. I
no
just
clues.
No. I'll figure it out eventually. I'm sure I'll remember.
Of course.
It is only a court of frogs, you realize. So you can just give them whatever name you want. The titles don't really matter here.
Lady Ember Beauty Sparkle. Whatever you like.
That's actually pretty good.
Personally, I'm not looking to be anything more than a blacksmith. Being a lord has never interested me.
Sure, but if you don't have any moral qualms, I recognize that I'm asking you to do something that I'm not terribly fond of myself. Perfectly fine to say no, Valgrim.
What exactly are you planning to have us do? Should we become lords here?
Me
Well-
planning nothing, just in case.
I'm sorry to interrupt. The king goes, your votes would be just one for the group if you win the proving grounds.
Are we all the same person?
No, but you do not belong here. Cannot count you as each individuals as owning land.
I was about to make a terrible, terrible joke. Anyway,
I want it.
just about being a quarter of a person. Don't worry about it. On this fine
Not on this day.
in this day and age.
How dare you? All right. So,
Wow. Please take inspiration for that.
On Juneteenth?
you have violated the sanctity of
It's hot in here.
I know, it was funny. I thought it was funny.
I love
Anyway,
it. The king goes, you see, I'm, as you saw, my life is in constant danger, and I quite like my life. I actually want to skew the system a little bit and make both of my children co-rulers and instead of me.
how progressive.
And
So,
I need more votes.
and your offspring are chips off the old block, right? Both of them upstanding citizens of the bog.
They are in the sinking palace right over there. Pointing to his right. You can't really see it in the thick fog. If you do so choose to go rest there, you'll find them. My son Glumf the eighth and Mirva the third. They would make great co-rulers, and your vote would be appreciated.
And all we must do is go to this proving ground and prove.
We'll see what happens. Hopefully, you don't die. Sometimes it happens.
Well, hopefully not. Can we fade back from them? Just like a few
Yeah.
steps. So I'm feeling frog crowded.
Oh, you absolutely are frog crowded.
Okay. I'd like to lose my slimy second skin for a second.
Yeah. You can take a corner of this area. They'll move away.
Okay, you don't have to play token hockey, man. It's good enough for me.
Tokanaki.
Um,
All right.
All right.
we would like to sleep. We would like to probably
I
sleep
did not hear that.
Oh, I was gonna say we should probably sleep before we do anything.
Oh,
Some of you guys are looking.
that is more than certain. Please don't finish that sentence. You might hurt my
Alright.
feelings.
We've just
Now.
froze.
Now, is it worth it to take a risk for this vote? He's already told us where the gas is. I have a feeling whatever it is that is a big challenge to these fellows is probably not a match for us. It's probably not a match for Kriv.
Yeah.
He kind of puffs his chest out a little bit.
I give it a slap as to say solid. All right. So what do you think? Lotte, I know smashing things is involved, so you're probably game.
I am not up for massacres unless there is a reward.
Any value to you at all?
Otherwise, it is a waste of effort and energy.
Oh, we
I'd
wouldn't
much
want
rather-
that. I agree. Never a wasted drop. Very well. Now, that's one for Ember.
Sure. I think we could win. I just don't want to kill anybody.
I don't think that's actually necessary here.
I'm very confused because they said we could die, but what? As long as we
I-
don't have to.
I just think it means there's physical danger involved.
What doesn't?
We don't make it 20 feet without physical danger.
Sure. Why not?
Asking you, Kriv, whether or not you're ready to go seems kind of silly. But, of course, what do you think?
He'll take his maul out and kind of hit this pillar with it.
Like a breath of fresh air.
Are you trying to destroy it or just like
Not trying to destroy it, but he's
remove some pumped up frustrations?
perhaps he doesn't know his strength as well, so he's like a little excited and hits it.
Well, let's see what happens. Please roll a d20 or an attack roll.
Oh boy.
Attack roll.
Please
Yeah.
don't bring down the whole soggy court.
It's
10.
not sitting on columns, is it?
This
It's
is
a gazebo.
No, it's like,
No, it's a gazebo. Yeah. Roll your damage, please.
But his attack was only a 10.
Okay. It's also
an
not
object.
moving. A small crack forms in the pillar, but does not collapse.
Oh, Kriv. Right on, but let's just conserve your strength for the battle.
With a sharp nod. He puts his maul in the chest.
Fair enough. Valgrim.
I'm gonna mend the pillar.
All right, thank you. The crack disappears as soon as you cast mending.
Well played. What do you think? It seems that we'd have the king and his future co-rulers in our debt. Who knows if that will be meaningful for us later. We know we have to come back this way.
I don't see anything wrong with it. As you said, having a king that hopefully will be alive by the time we come back through here in our debt would be useful.
All right.
And if he dies, we can vote for the next one.
Also
Very,
true.
very pragmatic, Ember. Now, oh, your kingness. We just had a wonderful talk. And
And?
we wanted to let you know if you would honor us. We'd like to pay a visit to these proving grounds.
Marvelous. Do you need to rest first? Do you need to eat? We can offer delicacies.
All of the above.
Please define delicacy.
Uh, you see that he asks the mage next to him, please bring the balls. And he quickly goes behind him. There was a plate of food there. He gets back and serves you all on a platter. Smashed up balls of dead flies.
Somehow that's better than what I thought it might be.
Or
For
would it?
our lovely dear new friend, you don't happen to have more of those wonderful not dead fly berries that you had earlier.
I could definitely make some more.
Maybe we'll try one of them. I'll eat it. Yeah, we care.
Maybe
Food's
Gabe
food.
I need
Yeah.
to roll to see what what's M.
We were fed. We ate today, right, guys?
You ate honey for breakfast.
So, have I had a ration today or not?
It did count as a meal, so you're good.
Okay. Okay. Want to make sure I'm not.
Yeah, no, you're good like that for that. If you ate honey,
I did. Oh, I did not.
then you
Actually.
have not eaten today.
Okay, hang on.
I did.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
Ember has so many spell slots left because
Oh, I
Wild
have-
Shape.
I'm gonna eat a ration.
I can also make some. I don't remember how the equation goes, but good berries are.
Okay. Wait. Are you being offered food and then pulling out food from your bag and eating that instead?
No, Ember will grab a little bit of it and look it over.
I'm doing exactly that, and I'm doing it as nonchalantly as possible. I want to nibble, like put crumbs in my pocket, and as I'm talking, that's great.
Oh, I'm
Maybe
sorry.
just
That's
picks up a ball and just puts it right in his mouth and starts chewing it. You don't care.
it. Honestly, it tastes a little bit like caramel.
My
You
friend.
actually love it, Kriv.
That's disgusting.
Didn't see that one coming.
Hey, you got another one.
Hey, you can have mine, Kriv.
Oh, yeah, we care. He'll eat it too.
Kriv is just eating them all.
He needs the protein to keep his strength up.
Ember grabs one. I
Amber,
feel like
you try it as well?
questions about this. I feel like she wouldn't say that. Like, just give in her past.
Hey, when in Rome, eat the flies.
It's not your fault, dear.
The king goes, we're sorry. That's all we're used to eating here. You can take a nap in the sinking palace if you want. Let us know when you're ready for the proving ground.
Absolutely. Is this place to sleep private? We wouldn't want to
And
bother
not
anyone.
sinking actively, please.
100%.
It is sinking. Since Pavlona came, it's just been getting worse and worse. But you should be safe inside.
Was it named the Sinking Palace before or after? Because that might be one of the world's greatest coincidences.
No, after.
Okay.
Before it was just a palace. And Xif, please. Would you lead them the way to the palace? Certainly, sir. Certainly.
Yeah, lead away.
And
All
he
right.
quickly beckons you over. Follow him.
Ember, can you hold back a minute with me while we're walking?
Gabe grabbed a couple more of those little delicacies on the way out.
What's going on over there?
Kriv, you can get another 4 balls.
I grab like one of both hands and start eating them.
Just
Oh, Lotte.
two-fisted eating
Hey,
balls.
they're good. Well, when you put it that way,
Don't say
Double
that.
fisting.
I said delicacies.
I've been biting my tongue for 10 minutes and I'm so sorry, and now I'm done. And I acknowledge it was bad.
It's okay.
Here in the road,
Had to be said, though.
the path breaks down in the 2 sections, one leading to the north and one leading to the south. And Xif, the mage, leads you to the south. And I
Yeah.
think Ember wanted to talk with the Xif, yes. Ember
Ember
and
was
Lotte wanted to speak.
Oh yes, yes. I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna put my arm around Ember like a good old friend.
Do you want this to be private or?
No, it does not have to be. Just very quick. Ember, we haven't known each other long, but you seem like a nice person. Would you want to be friends?
Yes.
Wonderful. And as friends, I do have one small thing that I could use your help with. See, I am in the market for a small bronze statue of a frog that I believe may be around here somewhere. If you could keep an eye out, but of course, keep this little hush hush because this is a surprise. You understand surprises, yes?
Yes.
Oh,
I've had-
wonderful. So yeah, if you could just be a dear and keep your eye out for this bronze frog statue, and if you do find it, bring it here to me or tell me of its location. Got it? And then we could be good friends.
Well, as long as we're not.
No, it's not stealing it. All the item belongs to me. It's something I've misplaced and I simply need to retrieve for my you know what a priest is. They have gods. This is something I'm retrieving for my sort of god.
Well, I would like to be your friend, so I'll keep an eye out for it.
Ah, wonderful. All right, and then she'll completely walk ahead of Ember.
Got Maeve.
Hey!
Maeve. Come here.
Hi!
Hey, my
And
love.
that's our game for tonight. No, I'm just kidding.
No. Still got time.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, it's all right.
Hey, how you doing?
A little tired, but pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Causing havoc, as usual.
No.
I tried to read the chat a little bit, and I was like, oh, something's happening, and I'm missing it. Oh, shit.
We're just plotting assassination of a king. To be
We're
king.
not.
I mean, that works. I wouldn't expect anything less.
King
Ember
is
just-
a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, he says he's a king.
Temporary
He seems
ruler.
a little local to me.
Frog with a crown.
Ember just looks very happy. She's like, oh,
No, I know.
I'm
You made
finally gonna be friends with everybody in this group. This is so great.
That was kind of sinister.
Kind of.
I'm
She
not gonna
kind of
lie.
said the exact perfect words to get Ember to be like, yeah, okay.
Who Ember wanted friends.
That's a good question. If we are like lords, would we be eligible to be king here as a group?
You'll have to find out. Xif leads you to this ramshackle hall built around a big tree. Not as big as Agdon's trunk. Two of the tree's limbs reach out through the walls like enormous welcoming arms. Let me show you a picture. This is an artist rendition, so it doesn't always look the same.
Oh, that's really pretty.
And leads you inside. Let me add it.
That looks cool. A lot of good art tonight, man.
Thank you. I did not make any. No, I made some of them, but it's AI. But thank you. You see that the two bullywugs are standing guard next to the door with crocodiles, and Xif leads you inside. Don't mind them. Don't mind them. They won't bite if you don't bite. Inside, it's a roomy hall with open floor plan that allows occupant of the upper story to look out over the lower one. In the middle, a hole where you can see kind of the lower level, completely submerged in water. Bullywug courtiers crowd into the space, filling it with their guttural croaks. Their clothing is faded and stained with mud. You can rest here. There's some cushions and some benches if you want to lay low for a while. Another bullywug comes to you and greets you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Sinking Palace. My name is Fleur. I'm the mayor of this palace. It will be my pleasure to welcome you and make your stay as pleasant as possible.
Even maybe he goes and lays down.
If there's anything I can do to help, let me know.
Is there any food other than flies?
Why is that so loud?
There isn't. Really, there isn't. I'm so sorry.
And that is how much you would notice it when someone casts detect magic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very noisy.
Let me
Whatever.
check if there's anything you detect.
As you say the word flies, Kriv kind of pops his head up and laying down, looking see if there's any more. He rather
There's bowls here with similar delicacies that you can take from.
Kriv, if you're still hungry, there's more treats over there.
He'll go grab a few more and eat one and put a few in his chest for later.
Can I give Kriv a once over and make sure that he is suffering no ill effects from his dietary indiscretions or whatever this is?
Oh, I mean, he kind of burps a bit, but after he devours one, but
I replied to you, Lotte. Fire was right, replying to a DM. Kriv, you're eating more flies? And the Cypher, what are you
one
doing?
more.
Okay.
I just wanted to look Kriv over and make sure what he's eating, it doesn't seem to disagree with him. Maybe a medicine check or something.
Yes, go for it. Medicine, please.
Back to the dice curse.
It's not too bad. He does not appear to be bloated. He doesn't appear to have been poisoned. Just good old balls of flies that he's eating.
Okay.
I'll take 2 of them for the road.
Okay. To the left, there is a double door, and same to the right,
I'm gonna
leading
check one
outside.
out.
There's also something I can show you.
Good. The door opens right up.
Yes, this.
Oh, I like
Yeah.
I had
Curved
one
wall.
for the other map as well. I forgot.
You artiste.
her teeth.
I have not done a curved wall yet.
Xif leaves the palace. Just tell the mayor when you're ready for the proving ground. Thank you.
I'd like to knock on this door.
Okay. The door opens, and a young bullywug comes to open the door. Yes.
Oh,
May I help you?
beg your pardon, madam. Is this room taken?
Mirva the Third. Thank you very much. And your name?
There are 2 others of you somewhere? Just
My
kidding.
my sisters.
Ah, perfect.
They're dead.
Oh.
Terrible. Perfectly terrible. Well, now that awkwardness is out of the way, I really didn't mean to disturb you. We were just exploring the place. We were told this would be a good place for us to take a rest. Something we desperately need.
Well, us bullywugs are very comfortable here. I don't know how comfortable you're gonna be. Looking you up and down. You have to make do with the cushions on the ground.
Cushions.
You see behind her room is filled with bookshelves, books scattered on the ground, scrolls.
Oh, perfect. A fainting couch.
I walk right over to it, plop my ass on it, throw my boots up, and lay down.
The one in her room?
Yep.
Oh, okay, well, I wasn't using it anyways. Please make yourself at home.
Oh, thank you. Most gracious. Oh, I'm sorry. Merva, was it? The third?
Yes.
Could you give me just a few moments privacy? I have to see a man about a cat. Go on. Toddle
Oh.
out now.
Are you going to
Jesus.
cast magic?
What makes you say that?
I don't know, but if you are, I would very much like to watch.
Oh, absolutely. Come in and pop a squat.
Oh, wonderful. She is intently looking at you, trying to learn everything that you are doing.
I'd like you to meet my friend Leo. Just give me a little bit.
How are you casting this? What are the scribbles you're doing?
It takes a while to learn. The first thing you want to do is watch with rapturous attention. Do not ask a single question. Don't let anything break your concentration. Watch each motion as the spell takes shape. That is lesson number 1. Not a peep now. Don't even blink.
I won't blink.
Or
There's a
maybe
fly that lands on one of her bulbous eyes and just sits there.
that perhaps the occasional blink could be excused.
Just flicks it off. I won't blink, I promise.
Ah, yes, another fly murder. I haven't had enough yet today. All right.
And I start, I take out my pot and my incense and burn another of my.
You have 10 of them. I think you're They're going down.
I've already used 2, man.
Yeah.
All right. So this will be the 3rd recall of
So this is
the owl.
an hour, right?
Actually, we're in a wet area. I'm gonna go with the owl.
Okay, the owl.
Yeah.
It is an hour.
It is an hour.
So with her asking questions, is it now 2 hours?
No. She won't make it deep. She has to get past lesson number 1. Weren't you listening?
I say
She's
that to Gabe all the time.
I already dealt with that there problem.
she's going to watch you extremely carefully as you cast your ritual and start a little fire. What is everyone else doing?
Kriv is already laying down.
With everyone still grouped here, Lottie's gonna speak a little quieter to kind of Kala, Ember, and Maeve. And just, between you and me, that frog mage doesn't have a bit of magic on him. Just a little odd for a wizard, don't you think?
Yeah, that is odd.
Maybe something noteworthy if things do go awry. Not that they will. We're handling this fully diplomatically, correct?
I'm assuming I've, been here the whole time. Yes, as diplomatically as possible. Not too sure. Still trying to figure out what's going on, but yes, diplomacy. Absolutely.
We made it to the Soggy Court. We just had a meeting with the king who told us we can become nobles and earn a vote if we kill 2 knights tomorrow. Well, not kill, defeat in battle, but kill. And then we have to meet with the hag Bavlorna in order to obtain swamp gas so we can power a hot air balloon, which they also make here. And now we are staying in the Soggy Castle with the 2 children of the king, who he hopes will be co-rulers. And that should catch you up on everything, I think.
Thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
So the
Oh.
failed assassination attempt that
Yeah,
stopped
we will save the king's life.
unknowingly.
Valgrim and someone else he
100%
knows.
intentionally.
Ember just looks happy to be included.
And
Pretty
here
boring.
would be a great place to make a long rest if you so choose.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Yeah,
And I
sure.
think some of you wanted to discuss personal matters if you want to.
It's funny not being an artificer because I don't have anything to do on my long rest. Usually I'm like going through, I'm like, roll the experimental elixir, go through, do this, change the infusion, do this. But
I
yeah,
mean,
not
I didn't even need a long rest.
You did not rage. You did not. Yeah.
I just got hurt a little. That's it. With my own stupidity. It's nice not having to deal with spell slots.
Yes. Does anybody want to do anything special during their long rest or talk to anybody? Otherwise, I'm just gonna skip through it because it's a relatively safe place to rest.
Ember just keeps treating the Agdon like he's not a prisoner, he's just a guest who can't leave.
I keep forgetting that he's there.
Shackled and covered in ropes.
It's like
Maybe he just likes it that way.
I get a long rest too?
Yeah.
Yay. Sorry, I had to grab something.
Oh, wait, can I
Nice.
read? I'm gonna read.
What do you want to read?
I'll message you.
Yeah.
Secret.
And I got
No?
all my charges back.
That's
on
how
my
it starts,
wand.
and then 50 sessions later, there's a split in the group.
Yeah. We've always been split, actually. This is now
In session 1, yeah.
A lot of it's my fault.
Yes,
It's not.
I blame you 100%.
I aim people at each other.
Barovia is making us turn evil, causing us to turn evil.
Make us give
Look.
up the one thing we need.
Not Dimitri. He's completely innocent of all everything.
Yeah, because you played an evil character for the first half. Now you get to be someone completely innocent.
Hey,
It's
she
easier
didn't.
when you're an
start-
innocent person.
She didn't start evil. It's this opportunity turned it.
I felt like it was deliberate fall from grace.
There was no grace
Well,
to
I
begin
mean,
with.
she had like no interaction with the group much, so
We tried.
No investment.
Into this again.
Dramas you'll remember for the rest of your life, and none of it ever happened.
yep.
Isn't it
I know.
cool? But
Yeah,
it's
they-
just
we
the
beat.
same as a distant memory. Distant memories, D&D sessions blend in. You're like, I remember the time I was in Barovia and I did this. No, you don't. But it feels like it.
Sorry, I'm answering DMs.
Don't be sorry. I say that a lot too. Probably shouldn't.
I haven't used any of the new abilities Kriv has at all.
No abilities?
He's got he's got the rage ability. He's got another one that's associated with it. With the path, he's level 3 path.
I don't remember where I got most of the items I have, but I've been slowly trying to reveal them. Go stop picking up things.
I don't know how I'm gonna introduce this one.
Sorry.
Okay, that's done. Everyone, please mark a long rest. If it's not already done. And tell me, what do you want to do in the morning?
I'm trying to actually. I need to roll for this. I want to see if Ember's just like, oh, if I want to make a friend so much, maybe I should. She is not going to wander away from the party to try to go look for the thing that is going to win her a friend.
You want to roll for that?
Let's see, what should the DC for this be? She really wants friends. I think 15. Let's just do it on the thing.
50-50 it.
She's gonna walk out the front door.
Okay.
Would that work?
Or after the long rest.
After the long
During?
rest.
After? Okay.
She's gonna mention she'll like kind of do a to Lotte and just walk out the door.
Okay. Let me pull up the big map.
Okay. I've got a feeling that she's not gonna like immediately find it, and so I think she probably just does a loop and then because I don't want to waste everybody's time.
So I need to know, is anybody following her, and where are you going?
I'm not gonna let her get far away, so if we've already got our rest, I'll stay in eye shot. And I'll send Leo up as well.
She probably I'll like probably say that she probably spends about 20 or 30 minutes looking.
What are you looking for?
She's looking for the statue.
We're all
Okay.
statue.
You walk on the path looking for that statue that Lotte talked to you about, and you see here a some kind of a prison, like a jailhouse outside, surrounded by spikes, with 2 guards, and there is one person imprisoned inside that you can see very clearly, wearing orange leather armor, sitting cross-legged inside of a jail cell. You do not find that statue that you are looking for.
Sir?
There's guards at the door that prevent you from going any closer. Wait, do you have permission to talk to the prisoner?
Do I need permission to talk to the prisoner?
You do.
Oh,
Were you given the
okay.
permission?
I'll go get it. She'll just turn around and start walking in the opposite direction.
Okay. And Leo saw all of that as well.
I'll have Leo keep watching, but I'll pull back out of the eyes. Is there anything else going on around us? Any activity?
There's courtiers keeping busy inside of the palace, bringing food, bringing cleaning clothes, things like that. But nothing very important.
Do we know where the proving ground is?
Yes. One of the guard can point you in that direction. It's right behind the palace. Do you see it on the map? Here, if I just do this, it's gonna make you see all of that on the map.
Mm-hmm.
And so the proving ground is right here. Ramping.
Easy.
Oh, good. So, anything need to be done before we tackle this particular obstacle?
I say we shouldn't waste any spell slots or components on this. I think they should be easy to take down.
Minimal expenditure. Understood.
Around that time, Ember will probably walk back in looking kind of grumpy.
Ember, a little bird told me you had a problem. But don't worry. I think I can help you get whatever you need to get inside. If you just quickly help us with this little problem over here.
Okay.
As you all wake up, Mirva, the one that was staring at you, Cypher, kind of comes. I'm sorry, sir. Would you mind showing me more magic tricks, please? I've asked Xif, but he refused to take me on as his apprentice. I don't know why.
See, unfortunately, very little of my magic is just for show.
Well,
but
okay.
This once, just for you. I will use the enhanced cloak of billowing.
Okay.
Can disguise self and make myself the most amazing looking bullywug hero. Like the Errol Flynn of the Brad Pitt, for those of you who don't know where Errol Flynn is, of bullywugs. And then I will fling the cloak back like this and let it drop and say, "How's that for a trick?"
She looks at you in awe, and as you do that move, a couple more bullywugs in the room just turn their heads towards you and just like our mouth agape, just looking at you like, "Whoa!
Yes.
You should fight like that. You should always look like that. Can I marry you?"
Absolutely not.
But
Uh,
I don't blame you for asking.
Cypher, you could be royalty.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
well, if I can't learn that, could you maybe perhaps, if you have the time, and she's very intimidated by your beauty right now. Can you ask the Darklings to can you get the book from the Darklings? Maybe I can learn some spells from it.
I don't know what that is. Perhaps we can talk about it later. But right now, my friends and I have proving to do. So, if you like, I will fight in this guise to inspire you and your friends.
Oh, everyone's gonna love you. And the mayor asks, "Okay, perfect. Let's set up the proving ground."
They should have loved me already. But very well.
At some point, Ember will kind of go up to Cypher whenever he's kind of semi-separated. Are you trying not to be noticed?
Absolutely. Incognito.
Well, why?
Is it not working?
No, you're not a very subtle person.
I lean real close to Ember and say, and like zap my tongue out and get a fly. And then with those big toad eyes, I can't remember what I was going to say because Gabe laughed and made me laugh.
Sorry. Please take inspiration though. I love it.
Okay. All right. Look. Everything we're doing right now, we're doing for a reason, Ember. We are increasing our influence in our area of operations, or in slightly easier to understand terms, we're putting favors in our pocket for later.
Just a little counterintuitive, don't you think?
Generally, that's my middle name. Prometheus, counterintuitive Cypher.
Rolls off the tongue.
Hopefully the last time.
Well, you should just need to let me know if we're not supposed to let people know that you're here?
Okay.
If you're trying to be subtle, you're not doing a very good job. That's all.
Thank you, Ember. I will keep it in mind.
The mayor quickly talks to courtiers and asks them to set up the proving ground. After about 30 minutes, he leads you outside to face off. Check something. You see a patch of shallow water with heavily churned mud. Inside, you see rusting and rotting bits of armor and weapons scattered. The king and members of the Soggy court have gathered to watch the proceedings. The king goes, "So, who will participate in the proving ground? All of you?"
Gabe steps up.
Ember
Absolutely. All
Make
of
your way
us.
downstairs.
I'll make my way most of the way. I have Leo perch on my shoulder, and I'll head down the steps, but I am not stepping in that swamp water.
The swamp water is about 1 feet deep.
Oh, so
Ah.
it's up to Ember's waist. She kind of like steps a couple feet in until it's up to her knees, and then she's like, it's really deep.
Cal will step out as well. Come on, guys, it's just a little bit of mud.
He just walks right in, doesn't matter, doesn't care.
I'm sorry, is that your Cal voice?
Yes, apparently it is. Thank you very much.
It's wonderful. I love it. What do you mean?
The king announces, everyone, we will see today a fight between the royal champion, Sir Vulp, Knight of the Brightfins, and the royal executioner, Sir Greycroak, Knight of the Gar, against... He kind of looks at you to introduces yourself.
Formidable folk of the Feywilds.
The formidable folks of the Feywild.
Alliteration aside.
I mean, you can say that a couple of times real if you want.
I look at everybody else and I go, that's not the name.
The king takes a trumpet and gives it to Ziff. Wait. Can you make some things explode in the sky to start the combat? And you can see Ziff starts like, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Very much. Yes. And quickly kind of pulls something. Actually, can I get a perception from everyone, please?
Absolutely.
16.
Nice. Perception.
Never gonna beat Maeve at this.
8.
Also 8.
Maeve and Kriv, you see that the mage is pulling something out of his sleeve, and with a snap of his wrist, something goes flying in the air and explodes. Does not look like this was a spell. And we're gonna roll initiative. But before we do, we will roll that actually next time, because we do not have the time to do that combat tonight.
No way. And I have spell slots. I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Can I, before we end, can I like
Ember's just
whisper
like-
to the people around me that haven't seen the whole pulling out of the sleeve thing that wasn't real and he pulled it out of his sleeve? Just like whispering to them so they know, because I'm gonna forget next game. So
Absolutely. You tell Cypher and Ember they're around you.
And I.
Where's Lotte? Oh, she's back there.
I think Lottie's walked out into it, but I think she might not be at her computer anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, she said she should go right into
Oh,
it.
okay. Right into it. Okay, so she would have heard you as well. Actually, she did not roll her perception.
Well, yeah, because she's I think she's driving to work.
Uh-huh. Her cutoff is 11:30. She did not see it.
I also do something with my perception check.
I gotta go, gang.
All right.
All right.
Great
Bye.
game.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everyone.
thank
did
you,
you say,
everyone.
Thank you all, and also, you're welcome.
As I saw he pull the wand out, can I like put my hand on Valgrim's head and point his head towards the wand so he sees it too?
Yes. Okay. Yes.
So
He is
now
very
Valgrim knows
not
this-
perceptive.
I have another silly work thing went next Wednesday too, and I don't want to miss the combat, but it looks like I might have to. But it's the last one of the year, because then I'm off for the summer, so I'll be okay after that. But next week is the banquet for all the retirees.
We'll be fine. We'll make sure we won't get you killed.
I know that
Right.
Kent told me that he's gonna have to miss one session soon because he wants to participate in
Lisa's
someone
one shot.
else's Lisa's one shot. I think Liv, you also wanted to participate in it.
Oh,
Uh,
I mean, we're canceling the session. I would, but I think it's full now.
Is it?
Yeah, she's
Maybe.
got everybody in there.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I was like, it was
That's
very
next
confusing.
Wednesday.
I don't know when it is. I would have considered canceling one session so that people can attend. But if it's only Kent, we can still have the
July 3rd.
July 3rd. July 3rd.
Yeah, so it's like
Not
Yeah,
next
that's not
week, but the
next
week
week.
after.
No, we're still gonna have a session unless more than 3 persons are away. We'll still have a session. Okay, perfect. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed, and I
Yep.
will see you all next week.
See you next week.
Bye, everyone.
We'll see
Bye.
if we get Gabe killed.
Bye.